You have topped in your profession, in your subject, automobile engineering.
Yes. Yes.
What does automobile engineering serve for the society?
Sir, in
Yeah,
today's
number
time,
one. Number two, supposing you will be selected as an advocate officer in OAS, in which manner this subject, where you have done your graduation, how it will be?
sir, at this point of time, when India is adopting more number of e-vehicle, and the government is also giving incentive to adopt e-vehicle for environmental sustainability, the automobile engineer can formulate policy, contribute in formulate policy, and basically in the part technicalities related to automobiles, I can contribute, and I can make people aware about the safety gears, as Odisha is first in number in related to accidental deaths. And
That means eco-friendly.
in
You are
today,
telling eco-friendly, emission of carbon dioxide is zero.
yes,
It's
yes,
not.
yes,
The battery that is being used
yes, sir.
in the electrical vehicles, what it is comprised of?
So the major constituent is lithium.
Lithium.
Lithium battery.
What is the percentage of lithium?
Concentration of. So sorry, sir, I have to do it.
Okay. Where usually the percentage of lithium that is available in our country is very less.
Yes.
So India imports lithium from which country?
Sir, largely from South American countries.
Hmm.
And there are some reserve found recently in Africa.
In?
Africa. And some reserve found in India, in Jammu and Kashmir, and some reserve found in Godavari Valley, basically.
Even if it has been unraveled in Jammu and Kashmir, still the extraction process has not been started.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Not started, sir. Already we found the reserve is there.
You have taken geography.
Yes.
From the surface of the earth, how many layers are there?
3 layers.
3 or 5 layers?
So basically.
You have taken geography.
Yes, sir.
That's why I am asking.
Yes, sir.
There are 5 layers.
So crust, mantle, and core, as far as I know.
No, layers.
Okay, upward or downward, sir?
Whichever way, start from one.
Okay,
Tropo-
if I go downward,
Troposphere.
okay.
Troposphere.
Sir, I was telling if we go to the core of the earth.
No.
Or troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, at the outer space.
What is the geostationary orbit?
Geostationary is the orbit. Basically, the Earth observation satellites are placed in the orbit so that they can observe. Basically, the communication satellites are placed at that orbit so that they can focus a separate specific point on Earth all the time.
Sir.
Can you say something about ethanol?
Ethanol. Sir, ethanol can be blended with. It is basically produced from bagasse. That is a byproduct of our sugarcane industries, and it can reduce the emission of a vehicle as per 30%. I know, and recently the government has the initiative to blend 20%. That is, and now the vehicle are coming. And the tag of E20, that is ethanol, they support 20% ethanol blending vehicle fuel.
Our transport minister says that it will be the entire fuel will be converted to ethanol. Is it possible?
Sir, as far as I know, the recent level of technology not possible to convert to 100% ethanol, but in some years, maybe 5 to 10 years, we can reach that level of technology that we can support.
You passed out in 2017. So what were you doing?
So first I started preparing for both the civil services center and the state, but I was in Delhi for coaching. But then during COVID I returned to home, and my father has a private occupation that we have stopped there. So our economical condition was not that good during COVID. So I have to help him for 2 to 3 years. And that was basically a bit disrupting for my normal preparation. Then I again after.
You are from Sambalpur.
Yes, sir.
You are in Odia or?
Odisha.
All your Patel.
Your
Yes.
community,
Yes, sir. It is small,
I know,
close-knit
but,
community.
there are 4 surnames.
Yes, sir.
What are they?
Patel, the dominant one, 85%. Patels, Nayak are the second most. Then Chaudharis are there and Pandays are there. Pandays are basically concentrated in Jharsuguda area.
Can you elaborate something and throw light on your origin? Origin of your community.
Sir, our community is basically called Agriya. Agriya, the self-explanatory word that we are from basically from Agra. And so it is a folklore or true story, I don't know, but our ancestors say that we were in Agra and due to atrocities of Ibrahim Lodi, at the, we had to go through a forced migration to Western Odisha. And the king at that time, he gave our people the option to take the sword or the plow. So basically we were Kshatriya, but here we choose to plow the land.
You are mostly agriculture. You are known for agriculture.
Yes, so there is a thesis on Agriyas. That book is called A Peasant Caste in the Tribal Belt. That is basically written on.
Tell us how some people tell that you are the coronas of Western Odisha. I mean, you will say that you are educated, well established. How it is possible?
Sir, I see from my childhood that Agriyas are basically more calculative on their resources management. We people are very good in management our resources and basically the saving part. A general Agriya can save something 75 to 80% of its income. So I think, sir, and it allow for further investment or investment in health or education. So I think
Is it true that the women community or women in your community
Yes, sir.
get utmost importance? I mean, compared to other communities. Is it true?
Yes, sir. Women are given not most but equal with men. Because in my home all the decisions are taken equal consent of my father and mother.
Which is not there in other communities.
Yes, basically.
Is it really? It's a sociological question I am asking.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
The communities where the importance is not given to their women members, it is underdeveloped. I am giving a statement, I am putting a statement. You just try to substantiate it.
Yes, sir. Because recently our president has also said that we should prevent mindset that see women as weaker sex. So, sir, it is a fact that in community which give less importance to their women are less developed, basically. It is impossible for a society or a community to develop with half of its population being underdeveloped or deprived.
So what is the International Space Station?
Sir, International Space Station is basically a permanent satellite space station at I don't recall the exact location, but it provides temporary stay for the astronauts.
How many countries are there?
So I can say few of them, but number is I'm not
There
sure.
are 5 countries who are members of the community, which are unitedly
Yes, sir.
placed their satellite in the international space stations. And now China has come out and it has created its own international space station. And India, so when India is concerned, India is planning to have its indigenous international space station in the year 2030.
Yes.
What is the objective of international space station?
Sir, first is technological demonstration. Second is increasing in the harnessing the space resources.
Why the international space station in the news today?
As I know, for the
Today, few days back.
China is planning to place their own. So
No, there is
No.
some other issue.
okay, our Sunita Williams
Yes,
stuck
They
there.
are not able to return.
She is
yes.
unable to return and she has
Already
been,
delayed, sir. Already
she has
delayed.
been staying in the international space station
Yes.
along with other
Along with
astronauts.
other astronauts. Yes, sir. Yes,
Even if utmost effort was made
Yes.
to get the repair,
Yes, sir.
that satellite, still then it could not be possible.
Yes.
And now it is, they have planned it will come out. And within after 3 to 4 months, again another satellite from SpaceX will go there and
Yes.
bring Sunita.
Yes.
And that's why it was in the news.
Yes.
I read it.
Yes, sir.
This is your first interview?
First interviews.
You haven't appeared last year.
Sir, this is my third mains, first interview. I couldn't clear 2 mains before. This is first
First
time.
time you have cleared mains.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
No, you are telling nicely.
Your subject was geography. Last time you didn't keep geography.
No, sir. Some disturbance in geography paper 2. In paper 1, it was 193 out of 300. In paper 2, 133. I could not get the reason for that till now, sir. Why it was 133?
You didn't study geography.
Yes, sir.
Who are Rohingyas?
Rohingyas are the first migrant who came from Myanmar to India from the northeastern part. So basically, these are Muslims from Muslim communities, and
Why did they flee?
basically it is due to the communal conflict, and
What is that community?
the military was against them, and they are forcing to leave the country.
Military or the Buddhists?
General population as well as military, sir.
They stay in a colony which is the largest in the world. Do you have any idea about it? When they migrated, they
Yes.
came into a country. Which country they came? They came into Bangladesh.
Bangladesh, sir. Bangladesh.
They stay in a refugee colony. Do you know what is that place called?
Name of the place, sir?
Yes.
Bhasanchar Islands.
Bhasanchar.
Bhasanchar Islands.
That's a settlement colony.
Yes,
It's an island.
sir.
So they are forced into that island.
Sir.
Tens of thousands.
The Bangladesh government allocated that
Yeah,
place
and
for
it's
the
a low-lying island. It gets flooded.
in Ganga
High tides and
Yes.
settlements. Good. So now that Bangladesh has flared up, what do you think is going to be the problem for India?
More refugee crisis, and it is at any time it is not good for having a disturbed neighbor. Their problems will gradually infiltrate through porous border, as we share a porous border with them, and we had good commercial relation with them, so that might be disturbed. And already we have our enemy in western part, that is China and Pakistan. So having another disturbed country in the eastern part is not that good for India.
Any positives from this Bangladesh disturbance for India? Any positives?
Any positives? We can harness the foreign market of their apparel industry. They
Yeah,
were
good.
exporter, large exporter.
Very good. Very good. You hit the nail on the head. Because Tirupur exports had suffered
Yes.
you know,
Yes, sir.
hugely because
Yes,
of
sir.
the Bangladeshi.
Yes, sir. And the large brands like Zara and some other
Which
brands.
are the countries who are competing with India in apparel business?
So that was first Bangladesh,
Hmm?
to some extent Pakistan.
No.
No.
Vietnam is the another country. Sorry. Because you studied geography, I will ask about two valleys. Those are UNESCO conservation valleys. One is Silent Valley, another is Flower Valley.
Yes.
You know about, have you heard about those two valleys?
Silent Valley, yes, sir. I heard
Where is it?
the Virapan story, the Silent Valley.
Is it famous for Viraha?
No, sir. It is famous for basically red sanders. And
Where is it?
it is the Kerala, Tamil Nadu border.
Very good.
Border.
Yes, it is. Have you seen there? Have you been
No,
to
sir.
there?
I haven't traveled South India as well.
Okay, I am asking about another valley.
Yes.
Flower Valley.
Flower Valley in North Uttarakhand. Sir.
Yes, good. You are a good student. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Huh?
Yes.
But it's green hydrogen, why it is given utmost emphasis nowadays?
So green hydrogen is basically produced from renewable resources. The electricity is produced from renewable resources, and then the water is through electrolysis. We produce the hydrogen, that is called green hydrogen. So
Why it has become so costlier to produce hydrogen, green hydrogen?
So the startup cost is already high, and electrolysis process to produce that amount of hydrogen that is viable for use in any kind of business that requires a lot of amount of hydrogen. So I think, and the storage cost is also quite high because we have to keep the pressurized liquid or gas in a container, and the problem in transportation, all these factors leads to high cost of green hydrogen.
Why don't you allow Tesla to export cars to India
So basically, Indian customers are buying cars which are cheap, like the zero-rated cars. So there are some zero-rated safety cars in India, like Maruti Suzuki Espresso and Swift, and those are the highest selling cars. So in market like India, people are now not that mature to buy Tesla like super advanced car.
So that should be left to the market. Why should the government deter?
Okay, the government point is come and produce your car itself in India.
Yeah.
But China providing them a good environment to produce, and Elon Musk is not ready to.
Yes, come twice.
Yeah.
Selected
Yes.
site.
But they could not reach a consensus with our transport minister, sir. So, sir, I hope in future I would like to see cars like Tesla in Indian roads.
Shall I ask more questions on July?
Yes, please.
Do you know a place called Cuttack?
Yes. Yes, sir.
There is a flower which blooms every 12 years.
It's a purple color flower. sir.
Yes, very good. Yes. What is name of that?
Sir, it look like tulip, but I don't know the name exactly.
Orange.
Yes. Korinchi flower. Okay. Yes, sir.
Very nice. Well informed. Huh? Yes. Do you want to ask us something?
Yes, sir, it's your first interview. I didn't expect this kind of comments.
You are
Thank you
very
so
good.
much. It's
You are
been a
damn
lot.
good.
Thank you, sir. It's
You will
been a
get
lot.
it. You will not only will get it, you will come out with flying colors.
Thank you, sir. It's been a lot, sir. Sir, scope of improvements. Sir, basically, my first concern is that I lose my hair. So if I clean shave it, so I look bit like childish.
Your look is good. Absolutely fantastic.
My son looks like you. My son doesn't have any.
Okay.
He's just like you.
So,
It's
sir,
a trend. I don't know what.
should I clean shave, sir, in the
No,
real
no,
interview?
no.
So,
No. You're good. Your presentation, personality is good.
Because
You have answered questions very well. You're
if you
confident.
clean shave the hair, your face will be smaller.
yes, sir, I look childish, sir.
You will look childish.
Yes,
This is the best appearance.
sir.
You put on.
ଓଡ଼ିଆରେ କିଛି କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚନ୍ ପଚାର
ହଁ.
ତ ମାନେ କିଛି ଏମିତି ଫର୍ମାଲ ଲୁକ୍ ତ ଆସୁନି ସାର୍ ଏଥିରେ
ନାଇଁ, ନାଇଁ,
No, what is your formal look? This is good formal look.
ଓକେ ସୋ ବିୟର୍ଡ ଡଜଣ୍ଟ ମ୍ୟାଟର
No, beard doesn't matter.
ଓକେ ତ ସୁଡ୍
Beard ଯଦି matter କରୁଥାନ୍ତା ତାହେଲେ ଶିଖ ଲୋକ କେମିତି ପାଉଛନ୍ତି?
ବଟ୍ ଦେ ଆର୍ ଆଲାଉଡ୍ ନା ସାର୍
Allowed for କଣ? It's a beard is a fashion statement. You can ଆପଣ କିଛି ଫ୍ୟାସନ୍ ଉପରେ ପଢ଼ି ପାରନ୍ତି, ପଢ଼ାପଢ଼ି କରିପାରନ୍ତି, ହେଲା ଏମିତି ଆପଣଙ୍କ ଲୁକ୍ ଥିବା ଆଉ ଦୁଇ ଚାରି ଜଣ ଲୋକଙ୍କ ନାଁ ବି ଆପଣ ଇଏ କରିପାରନ୍ତି ଯେଉଁ ମିକ୍ସ ସର୍ଟ ଅଛନ୍ତି।
ୟେସ୍
ହଁ?
ତ ମୁଁ ଖାଲି ଏଇଟା କ୍ଲିନ୍ ସେଭ୍ କରିଦେବି ଚୁଟିଟା ବାକି
କିଛି clean shave କାଇଁ କରୁଛନ୍ତି? ଏମିତି
You are good as as you are. When is your interview?
15th sir 15th
You are good to go.
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
ଆଉ ଯଦି ଆମକୁ ପଚାରିବାର ଅଛି
You are
ପଚାରିବେ।
18, your hobby as badminton
Yes, sir.
and watching automobile related blogs. Oh. Since you are basically an automobile engineer,
Sir.
it is better to focus on watching automobile related blog. Or if you want to write badminton, it is better to get all sorts of information, to collect all sorts of information on badminton.
Sir, I thought that only watching block part is not
Sufficient. Then it is better to write.
No, badminton you will get good questions.
yes sir
Because now badminton was in news recently.
yes sir.
One person from your area, he was Pramod Bhagat got disqualified.
Yes.
They may ask about Pramod Bhagat. What was the reason he was disqualified?
Some part in technicalities he could not attend at the right time, sir. I did it.
No,
I didn't read about it.
no, you read about that. Pramod Bhagat is a para Olympian.
Yes. Last time he got gold. Sir.
Last time he got gold, but you just find out what are the issue why he was not.
I will read on that, sir.
No?
Surely I will read.
Badminton you will get so many questions.
Sir, actually badminton is not my real hobby. I am preparing on that. My real hobby is to watching. Sir,
Just leave that much there. Why are you going?
Sir, some of my friends who attended UPSC interview, they told me that तू दो लिख तुझे सही लगेगा.
नहीं
तुमको जो इंटरेस्ट है ना वही रखो. You see, you are responsible in natural, and you will not be flummoxed by any question. If you are the other one, you have to read up,
Yes, sir.
which is not a hobby.
Yes, sir.
Which
I
is not a
prepared
hobby.
notes on that, sir. From
You know, to
It is better to point out one and be an expert on that.
that.
I can handle automobile questions.
Yes, that's
Yes.
great. No, you are handling other
Since
questions also well.
you are basically an automobile engineer, it is your profession.
Yeah.
You have already talked in the automobile engineering in your batch.
There must be some reason, no, why you talk.
Okay.
So it naturally interests you.
Yes,
You
sir.
understand it and assimilate it very quickly.
Yes.
ଆମର
Aଜ୍ଞା.
2013 ବାୟୁମଣ୍ଡଳରେ ଅଙ୍ଗାରକାମ୍ଳ ଥିଲା 396 ppm।
ଆଜ୍ଞା।
2023 ବଢି ବଢି 419.6 ହେଲା। ବାୟୁମଣ୍ଡଳର ନିରାପଦ ସ୍ତର କେତେ ppm ହେଲେ ଠିକ ବୋଲି ସମସ୍ତେ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରିବା? ଜିଓଗ୍ରାଫି
ppm CO2 ଟା ଖାଲି sir।
ଅଙ୍ଗାରକାମ୍ଳ
sir
କାର୍ବନ ଡାଇଅକ୍ସାଇଡ
sir
କେତେ ରହିଲେ ମାନେ କହିଲ ପ୍ରଥମେ କି ଯେ ବହୁତ ଭେହିକିଲ ରହୁଛି ତ ସେଥିଲାଗି ଆମକୁ ଗ୍ରୀନ ହାଇଡ୍ରୋଜେନ ଉପରେ ଏମ୍ଫାସିସ୍ ରହୁଛି ତାପରେ ଆମେ ଏଭଳି ଭାବରେ ଇନ୍ଧନ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରିବା ଯେମିତିକି ତାର କାର୍ବନ ଡାଇଅକ୍ସାଇଡ ପରସେଣ୍ଟେଜ କମ୍ ଥିବ ସେଥିଲାଗି ଗ୍ରୀନ ହାଇଡ୍ରୋଜେନ କଥା ଆସିଲା ନା ତ ସେଥିଲାଗି କେତେ ଆଟମୋସ୍ଫିୟରରେ କେତେ ppm ରହିଲେ କାର୍ବନ ଡାଇଅକ୍ସାଇଡ ସେଟା ହ୍ୟୁମାନ ସୋସାଇଟି ପାଇଁ ଭଲ।
sir ଏବେ recall ହଉନି sir ସେ exact number ଟା
350
350
ppm ରହିବା ଉଚିତ ହେଲେ ସମସ୍ତଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଏଟା ମଙ୍ଗଳଦାୟକ ହେଲା।
Thank you.
What are the basic reasons of landslide?
The first reason is unstable geology related which we are facing in our Himalayan state. Recently, the Uttarakhand mudslide at Jogimat.
Uttarakhand, Kerala.
Sir, last year the Jogimat Kerala is
Current one.
that is due to the saturated hill that was near those villages which were washed down due to sudden rain.
No, I am asking what are the basic reasons of a landslide?
Basic reason first is unstable geology. Second is deforestation is the cause. Third is some human activities, construction.
That means there are two reasons.
Yes.
Natural reasons and man-made reasons.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
So it has been observed since last few years that man-made reasons play a significant role than the natural reasons.
Yes.
Why?
Large scale development work in the Western Ghats against the recommendation of Kasturi Rangan sir and the other and deforestation. The deforestation is a major cause and extreme weather events like 200 centimeter rain in the night is
Short span of time.
yes sir.
What is quid pro quo?
Quid pro quo.
What does it mean?
Precondition. Quid pro that is sine qua non, sorry sir.
I give you something, you give me something.
Okay, vice versa kind of thing sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
Vice versa is not the correct way. Quid pro quo is like I do something, you do something in return.
Okay.
I did some favor for you.
It was used by Supreme Court
Yes sir.
in which case?
Sorry sir. I can-
Bond.
Electoral bond.
Electoral bond matter.
Electoral bond.
Most of the industrialists, capitalists,
Okay.
they had given some sort of amount in a clandestine way,
Yes.
so that only SBI will be able to know, only central government will be able to know, but no other person will be able to know. But in return, they will also get use. So when Supreme Court declared it null and void, the provision of electoral bond system, at that time they could be able to see that there are certain companies, even if they were startups, even if they have not earned a little profit at all, still then they have given and in return they have got various favors from the government. Supreme Court had used this word in that.
Yes sir. Got it.
Okay.
Yes.
What's happening in UK?
UK right now.
There have been some riots there, no?
Today.
No, not today. Recently, last 3 weeks.
I haven't read UK. No sir. Some human rights issue.
Massive amount of riots all over UK.
The Khalistani issue sir.
No. The Muslims.
I
Basically anti-immigrant.
Okay, anti-immigrant mindset. Okay, sir.
Not mindset exactly. I mean, after there has been a change of government in UK.
Yes, sir. Rishi Sunak is not no more the PM now.
And who is there? K.S. Timer? K.S. Timer is from which party?
I have to read on that. Sir, there are some Khalistani issue also.
No, Khalistan issue is not a predominant issue
Yes, sir.
in the current context.
Yes.
The current turmoil is around the Muslim migrants
Yes.
and them having taken over many cities, including like the mayor of London is a Pakistani origin Muslim, Sadiq Khan. Okay. The number of Manchester and other towns have been taken over almost, majority is Muslim migrants. So they have taken over the streets, lawlessness and all kinds
Chaos,
of
all.
and like they don't pay taxes, but they have all these social security benefits.
Yes.
There is massive amount of illegal migration across the channel, English channel, from France,
Yes.
Calais,
Yes.
the Calais region,
Yes.
to they're going in small boats and washing up there. There will be more than 20,000 this year alone. Migration is the biggest issue facing
By UK government.
Europe
Yes.
in general and UK
In particular.
in particular. Same thing with Italy.
Yes.
Italy as well as Greece. Again, are the forefronts of migration from North Africa.
Migrants overpowering their general population.
Local population. So the Christianity, white
Superiority.
basically, not superiority, they are basically, any nation is built around a certain community. Anywhere.
Their indigenous community.
Okay. So their white Christian community is getting slowly inching towards a minority status, possibly by 2030. So they feel threatened, and there is lawlessness
Yes.
from the migrant community because they are not productive, they are not skilled, they are not assimilated into the mainstream
Yes.
of the society. So that is why.
Okay, you have two. Huh?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Last question, what is supermoon?
Super.
Moon.
The full
Supermoon, moon.
Super moon.
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 Sir, I know only full moon and new moon, sir. Sorry, sir.
Right.
Sir, it is something related to tides because the tides are influenced by moon gravitational force. So I have to read on that. Sir.
Recently,
Sir,
supermoon
can I
was
make it-
visible in the sky. Recently, on Rakhi Purnima. And it was widely shown to the people in planetarium.
Can I make a guess, sir?
Hmm.
So once moon is most proximate to Earth,
Yes.
maybe.
Yes.
It looks bigger.
Okay, thank you.
That is the main thing. But every time we will not tell it is supermoon.
But the good thing about you is you were saying that you are not sure of making a guess.
Yes, sir.
So that's good. Yet you are giving the right answer.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
So which is a very good point. It actually shows a lot of integrity in your.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good.
I hope you will get this time.
Thank you.
All the best.
Thank you, sir.
But